Welcome to Cisco Packet Tracer Device Connection Types. Let's cover some of the basic connection types within Packet Tracer. Down here on the bottom under Network Components, you can click on Connections. You get the options then here on the right. So there is an automatic connection object, which will choose the best cable it thinks between two devices, a console cable, a straight through, and a crossover cable. If I wanted to connect the PC to the switch, I could grab the straight through cable. If I click on the PC, I can pick the fast Ethernet port. This is the NIC on the PC. Then I click on the switch and I can pick a port that I want to connect to. We'll pick fast Ethernet 01. You'll notice that the indicator lights turn to green once the two devices had negotiated the connection. Now let's connect the two switches together. Normally the rule is two like devices use a crossover cable, but that can vary depending on the device and the port. I'm going to click on switch 0, I'm going to click one of the gigabit Ethernet ports, and then click on switch 2 and pick a gigabit Ethernet port. Notice the two of them have the orange indicator lights, and those will turn to green. I can fast forward this so that the negotiation happens quicker. Next, let's connect switch 2 to the router. So I'm going to pick a straight through. These are unlike devices. So if I click on the switch, I can go to the other gigabit Ethernet port, and the router, the first gigabit Ethernet port. You'll notice that the indicator lights here are red. That's because this router requires you to go in and activate the interface. If you wanted to change one of the cable connections, you could click on the link light. I'm going to click down here. I'm going to grab it, and now I'm going to move it from the first switch to the second switch. Click, and I'm going to plug it into fast Ethernet 01. Next, I'm going to connect PC 0 to the router using a console cable. So if I click on PC 0, I click on the RS-232 port, and then on the router on the console port. This would allow me to manage the router using some terminal emulation software. The final connection type I'd like to cover is wireless. You notice you won't see it under connections because the wireless connections are managed from the devices themselves. So here I have a home wireless router. The wireless is on by default. I have a laptop. I'm going to power that laptop on, and basically as soon as I power it on, there's a connection made between the laptop and the wireless router. Now, there's a lot of customization that you can do about that connection as well as security, but we wanted to show you just a simple connection type and that it's represented by these lines. Enjoy exploring and learning with